Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles, and we're moving ahead with our tarot course. I hope you've been enjoying it so far and getting some information from it. And now I'm working on the Kings. We're doing a description of the Kings and what you might find in a reading for someone or for yourself when the Kings come out. And the King of Swords, here we go, we'll start with the King of Swords. These are always men over the age of 25. So if you've got a younger person and it's a male, you might use a knight to represent them. But these are usually over the age of 25 unless they are a father. Now you might have an 18-year-old father, you need to use a king to represent him, or it might come out as a king in your reading. Now again, the suit of swords are pretty much all the same. So they'll have darker hair, and any coloured eyes, but generally darker hair. Is not a rule of thumb, it's just a point of reference for you as you're going along in your little journey. They can have grey hair as well, going into the grey hair, getting much older, but you could tell that maybe when they were younger they had brown hair or they had black hair, for example. King of Swords, again, this is an air sign as well, so anyone who's an air sign would fall under this. Okay, the King of Cups, very much like the Queen of Cups, or perhaps the husband of the Queen of Cups, if you might like to think of it that way. He's got fairer hair and fair eyes as well. Can have any coloured eyes, but generally you might see him as fair-haired with blue or green eyes. He is a water sign, and he's over the age of 25, or he is a father. Okay, so he's had children. Again, otherwise you would just represent him as a knight or a page even. Okay, so again, very soft, very loving, very nurturing, generally trustworthy as well. So, but I'm going to go into more detail about each of these. I just want to give you guys the colouring and the age and their role basically in the readings. The King of Coins, or Pentacles, whatever you want to call him, is an earth sign. He's a father, or he's over the age of 25, and he's got the very dark hair and eyes. Although sometimes I've seen the Kings of Coins, with normal blue eyes, brown hair, or blue eyes, blonde hair. This is just a general rule, that they usually got the darker hair. Now he is, again, might be the husband of the Queen of Coins, or he just might be a business person or an accountant or someone like that comes up in your reading. But I will explain again more about each individual card as we go along. But just for the colouring of that, dark hair and eyes as a general rule, for maybe even warmer tones in the skin. So if you're using it as a representative card and you're looking at the person and you don't know what their star sign is, then you might just go on their features to put a significator out or a representative card out for them. So that's the King of Coins. And the King of Wands is for the fire signs out there. He's a father, and he's over the age of 25. Very creative person, very business-minded person, but he's got the ruddy complexion. Maybe he has freckles, or he did have brownish, mousy brown hair, from blonde to brown, but not going into the darker colors. Otherwise you'd just use a coin card, a King of Coins, for example, to represent the real darker colors. So even though the person that you're working with might be a fire sign, you might not feel that this card actually represents their personality or the way that they look. So you would change that to signify them however you like. Again, I'm going to get into depth about groupings of cards and how they all go together, and what their individual in-depth meaning is as a guide for you. So hopefully you're keeping your book and you're writing down these little hints and tricks for you. It's really helpful when you're writing things down. I can't explain that, express it, I guess, as much, because you can listen to something and you can do something over and over, but as you write it down, it really starts to get into your mind. So look at what you're writing, cover it up, and see if you can get the cards out and memorize what I was talking about. It might be that there's something on your card that you pick out and you say, okay, I'm going to remember that one is this coloring and this age and all of that, just by something that you've picked out on the card. And when it comes up in your reading, then it will just flash in your mind. Now, it's not a general rule of thumb. You don't have to follow these rules of thumb. I just want to make sure that you've got a broad perspective of all of the cards, and then you can just choose it and do it in your own way. But this is how I've been doing it for a really long time, and how I've been sort of picking out bits and pieces from card decks and readings as I've been going along and placing them together in my own little way. So I'm just sharing with you everything that I can think of, to help your journey be a really, really positive one, and also where you feel like you're learning and you can do it. And that's the biggest key, is that we all need to feel like we can do this, because it really only matters, like, you just need to be open, and you have to have a heart willing to help people, and you just need to open your mind and open up your heart and just talk, and the right message will come out. But hopefully you'll get confident as you're going along. So now I've gone over the pages, the Queen, the Knights and the Kings. That's their general description, and what star signs they are as well, to help you when you're doing a reading for someone as representative cards, or when they come up within a reading, so it just flashes in your mind that you know who that person might be. But we'll get into more in-depth things and all kinds of things. Remember to ask your questions if you've got questions below, and I'll try to address them in readings, or I can just answer you in comments as well. So thank you very much for watching, and always remember that you can check me out at my website or Facebook. All social media is at Divine Miracles, and I'll be setting up some interactive videos with you guys so we can talk if you like. I'm going to work out how to do that so I can do it and work out a time. But anyway, hope this is helpful, and until the next video, it's much love and goodbye for now. Bye everyone.